Hey everyone, so it's December 14th and I just wanted to do a video and it's called How I Lost 90 Pounds. My current weight right now is 190. I was 280 back November 2nd of 2009, so now it's 2010. And it took me maybe like roughly, I can truly say like 9 months, or I want to say like 9 months, because I really have not been on a diet since July. I've been rocky on and off since July, to tell you the truth. So hardcore being on a strict diet since July. So I've really just been maintaining everything that's going on, and I just gradually got down to just 190. I tried to lose the last 10 pounds and I ended up giving up, because it was just, you know, really hard, and I probably need to detox myself. But maybe I'll start in the new year, because I canceled my gym membership back in August or September, because Planet Fitness, they do have like a great deal, $10 a month, but then they hit you with a $30 annual fee. And so I was like, I'm not about to be paying $40 for this gym that does not even have anything. So yeah, and plus like money was, you know, not like all that. So I haven't been to the gym in months, and so, but I really haven't gained any weight, or if I do, I'll just end up losing it. So that's pretty much like a rough rundown of what's going on. Sorry, what's going on right now. Okay, so in the beginning, like, I never thought about going on a diet. So, you know, you have to find inspiration. And so YouTube, I was always doing YouTube videos back then. So, you know, I just decided to look up weight loss and stuff like that. So one person that definitely stood out was Plus Model in the Making. But when she started doing her weight loss, she never showed her face. So as I was watching her videos, it was just like she was just bigger, and then she was getting smaller and smaller. But that did not motivate me. It put it in my mind like, okay, I maybe can do this, because she did it really simple, just with diet and exercise, nothing else. But it was another subscriber, I don't know what her name is, but she stopped doing videos at that too, so I really don't know whatever happened to her. And so you know, I was just like, alright, so maybe I can do it. But the way she was doing it was actually kind of bad, because she was like on this fasting thing. Not saying fasting is bad, but she was like just drinking protein shakes all day, and I was just like, I don't think I can do that. I would literally have to eat, because I think I was on the verge of being like a diabetic. So it was really bad, because I used to like shake and everything when I was hungry. It used to be really bad, but now I don't ever feel like that again. So then I made my video. You can go watch it. It's on my YouTube. November 2nd, I decided to start my diet, and I didn't know where to start. And you know, when people make their diet videos, they never really talk about what they ate. So what I did was I just went to Walmart, and I was just like, you know, let me just try different stuff. You know, I picked up salads, and I really went hard on the Special K, because they had dropped 2 inches or 10 pounds or some mess like that they have in front of their box. And I did the Special K bars and salads and Morning Stars. That's all I ever used to eat, was Special K in the morning, a salad for lunch, and Morning Star like burger, or they had like ribs, or they had just different stuff. Some of their stuff was nasty, but some of their stuff was good too. So first things first is you need to step on the scale. You need to actually weigh yourself. Don't be afraid. You don't have to tell anyone how much your starting weight is, as long as you know. And so you know you're going to be seeing progress, because what's the point of going on diet if you don't even know what your starting weight is and you're just losing weight? I find that just like, you know, kind of whack. So don't be afraid to step on a scale, even if it's like once a month or, you know, once every other month. Just as long as you know your starting weight, to know at least if you're doing good or not, that's all that matters. And sometimes you might not lose weight, but you'll still lose inches. So if I never even did the whole what's the thing with the inches? Measure myself. I never measured myself, but this is just not what I did. So let's see. November, I had lost 30 pounds. That is because when I used to eat, I mean, no matter what, Burger King, McDonald's, Checkers, no matter what time it was, Chipotle, which I love Chipotle, no matter what time it was, I was eating it if I wanted it, if I craved it, Chinese food. So, you know, completely knocking everything off the board and just drinking only water. I mean, no juice. This is for the people who are serious dieters who really want to lose weight. So no juice, no soda, no nothing, just water, Special K, freaking Morningstar and salads. That was it for me. And so November went by and I lost 30 pounds. And that's probably when, after the 30 pounds, is probably when I saw a difference in my face, because I had like I had a bigger face. So I remember when I was at work, I was standing up against the wall, and then somebody was just like, wow, I can really see it now. You're really slimming down. And some people, when you get on a diet, people will knock you down. When I say, like, when I first lost the 30 pounds, somebody was just like, you know, it's going to, not even, it was the first 10 pounds. It was like, oh, I lost 10 pounds. And then the first thing she said was, well, don't look forward to losing any more weight because you probably won't. And I was just like, wow. And, you know, I still see this person almost every day, and I know she's hating, so I'm not even going to say nothing about her. But at the end of the day, she knows who she is, and when she sees me, she probably just not even excited about her life. So off that, but I always held that in me, because when she says that, I was just like, I'm determined to prove that I can lose as much weight as I want to. So, and I feel like it's karma to her, because what she's going through right now, where her weight loss is just, you know, she doesn't ever want to take advice from me, so I can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. But anyways, off her. So after November, I lost 30 pounds, but I did hit a huge plateau. Probably for about 2-3 weeks, I could not lose weight. But I understood that this is not the time for me to give up. This is the time for me to push harder. So I did end up joining a gym, which was Planet Fitness, for $10 a month. The startup fee was $1. And I was rocking it out in the gym, like, you know, I don't know how many times I went, probably like 4 times a week. But the only thing I was doing was just like the treadmill, the elliptical, the bike, stuff to get my blood pumping and to get me sweating. But before, when I did not go to the gym in November, I was just walking around the neighborhood, and then that was for like a good 2 weeks, and then I stopped, and I still ended up losing 30 pounds. But after that, and that was just because I was eating so healthy. After that, you know, I had to start working out, going to the gym, getting my body ready to just, you know, getting used to working out. So probably like I started doing a 10 pounds a month challenge, and that went really well. I ended up losing 50 pounds in a matter of no time. You can watch it on my other videos. I ended up losing 50 pounds. And right there, that was 80. So it was just like, okay, you know, that, I can maybe say that ended in June. I'm thinking April or June or something like that. I don't know. December, January, February, March, April. It had to be May or June, one of those. So I lost 80 pounds. So from here, well, from I guess the summer to now, I have just randomly lost 10 pounds. But I enjoy food. I do now eat pretty much what I want. such as, Chipotle or whatever. Maybe I have a craving like Burger King and stuff like that, or Dunkin' Donuts. But it's an understanding with myself that, I don't have to overeat. There's no point of overeating. If I'm full, I can just say, I'll just eat it later. It is hard for me. It is hard for me to say no to food, because part of me feels like I had an addiction to food, but not a depressed eater, because I don't think I was depressed. I just think that I just truly love food. And that can be a really hard downfall and really hard thing to break. You really have to be mentally prepared to lose weight, because it is hands down the hardest thing ever. And the only thing I do regret is that I didn't tone. And that's another thing. While I'm doing videos, people making remarks as into I need a girdle. I don't feel like I need a girdle or I need anything, as long as I'm not like flopping out all over the place. I'm really actually comfortable with my body, and I have accepted all my flaws, and I love them, because this is what I did to myself. So I'm not putting on a girdle to hide, something that is not really there. And I don't want to meet somebody and he finds out that I've been wearing a girdle, sucking in everything, and it's not me. So that's just my way of coming at the whole girdle situation. Like, I don't truly need it, and I don't appreciate those comments. Yeah, I'm on here, showing stuff, showing my body, but I'm not on here promoting to be like, oh, the perfect curvy girls, big hips, small stomach. No, that's not me. That's not what I came on here to do. I came on here to inspire and to talk about, fashion and weight loss. That's just who I am. So pretty much with the whole weight loss thing, you really have to be mentally ready to lose weight and ready to let the situation with food go, because I absolutely love food, and I still struggle with it all the time. Your job bringing cake in and cupcakes, people making food and stuff like that. And if you're on a diet, you really have to truly say, you know what, I'm going to regret this, so let me not just do it. And you'll be okay. I promise you'll make it. Or you can just eat it and then just start all over again tomorrow. But you have to make sure that you start all over again and that you don't give up. And so it's just like, why bother even wasting that time, and just keep it moving and do what you have to do to get that weight off. But after losing weight, you need to learn how to keep the weight off. And that's one thing a lot of people is telling me, like, oh yeah, you lost all that weight, but the hardest thing really is to keep the weight off. And I can truly agree. When I used to have an addiction to stepping on the scale all the time, and I'm like, I finally broke that. As long as my jeans fit and my dresses fit and my shoes fit, everything still fits the right way that I want it to fit, I'm fine with that. And, I know being a healthy eater and forever going to have to go to the gym and work out and make sure I'm getting my body and health that I need to never gain the weight back. I have accepted that. And that's another thing you must accept too. After you lose the weight, you want to make sure that you keep the weight off. I absolutely adore all my curvy girls on YouTube who are bigger than me and who are smaller than me. And I was a size 20, so when I write, plus size, we all come in different shapes and sizes. Me internally, I still feel like I'm plus size, because when I look down, I still see the same body that I had before, just in a smaller way. That's just the way I feel. My brain, I feel like, has not caught up with my body yet. But, with all the negative comments that I get 50,000 plus positive comments. So I try not to let that affect me in my everyday life. I just keep it moving, and if you don't like something, just click the X button. I'm not here to try to impress anybody, and I just want everyone to do the best that they can. And so pretty much start off, find your starting weight. I did not make a goal weight. I I probably like in the middle, I probably thought like, okay, I want to be 180. I want to be a size 10. But I physically right now am not mentally ready to even be a size 10 or to lose more weight. And so I feel good. I feel like I'm small, and you know, when I look in the mirror or watch my videos, I know. But like, I guess when I look down, I'm not too impressed. But you know, with everything, you're not going to be 100% always happy with yourself. Just as long